What's good, y'all? We back with another video, man. Today we got top 10 terrifying things that fill out the sky. Like, I wonder like how they gonna like. I don't understand that. Like, things that fill out the sky. Like, if you don't finna see what the boy talking about, like, you know. But hopefully you guys like the video. And yeah.
Welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Taylor McWaters. Here are the top 10 terrifying things that fell out of the sky. Okay, kicking off the list at number 10, like, fish. Okay, yuck, right off the bat. Imagine you're heading home trying to beat the storm that's suddenly appeared out of nowhere in a coastal town, and then fish start falling out of the sky. It's surprisingly and hilariously pretty common. Strong winds generated from tornadoes or hurricanes can sometimes suck up schools of fish and then drop them over a grocery store parking lot and then terrify everybody involved. Back in 2017 in Tampico, Mexico, on a Tuesday morning, it rained small fish, and yes, they're still alive, many of them, which makes this sad but also kind of funny. It makes it way funnier. There's numerous accounts of this phenomenon happening throughout old history. In this 1680 Erasmus Francisci painting, it appears to be raining rats. So maybe it was a strong hurricane, sucked up a bunch of dirty rats and threw them at some poor sailor.
Imagine getting written about rats.
Also, documents from Roman naturalist Pliny the Elder spoke about flightless animals falling from the sky back in like 2 BC. You know what I mean? Storms of frogs and fish. This is terrifying. I hope I never experience this in real life. Has this happened to you in Florida or anything like that? Comment down below. Number 9, spiders. Yeah, not a fun list anymore, eh? Not everything that falls from the sky can feed a family. Sometimes it can just terrify one instead. Back in 2015 in, you guessed it, Australia, residents of Goulburn woke up to the town just caked in spiders. Yeah, tiny spiders, just millions of them, just covering.
That's crazy, bro.
Everything. It's horrible. I have goosebumps talking about this. Everything was webbed. There were tiny black spiderlings, and resident Ian Watson told reporters that, quote, "When I looked up at the sun, it looked like this tunnel of webs going up for a couple of hundred meters into the sky."
Imagine there's a random spider.
Also, delete memory. Thank you. Rick Vedder, an entomologist at the University of California at Riverside, says that many spiders are ballooning around us every day. Just, you know, not all at once, so we don't notice them. Yeah, this is happening all the time, so keep your head up, I guess. I saw one do it one time, and I couldn't believe my eyes. It was a spider just hanging, and then all of a sudden he just went up and away. And I was like, there's no building. There's no scaffolding. I don't understand what's going on. Now we know. Number 8, candy. Okay, let's sweeten up this list for a hot minute before we throw up on our keyboards. Great. Fish and spiders falling from the sky. What about something not horrible, Taylor? Do we have any of those? Back in 1987 in Lake County, California, it rained candy twice. Yeah, what the hell happened here? How many cavities fell from the sky? That's amazing. Balls of crystallized sugar around a 1/4 inch in diameter fell. Yeah, just sticky syrup. It was flakes of crystallized sugar that floated up into a storm and then have fallen down somewhere else. Not the worst case scenario. Nothing like number 7, red rain. This would be pretty alarming. Red rain? Is this the apocalypse? I would never go outside again. Residents of northwest Spain were alarmed one morning when it started to rain blood. Yeah, just red.
What?
Obviously, that's the thing. That's awful. This was 2014. Water fountains were red. That was a telltale sign something was afoot here, but where did this red rain come from? This microscopic algae fell from the skies in a previous rainfall. This freshwater algae called Haematococcus pluvialis, which turns bright red when under stress, ended up just, you know, falling, scaring everybody. This also happened in September 2001 as well. It rained red water over Kerala, India. A case of algae spores that frightened lots of residents first. That's all this is. Number 6, treasure. Back in June 1940, the Russian village of Meskchera had a lucky rainfall. Coins. Yeah, coins fell from the sky. Coins from the 16th century, of all times, began raining down, which would probably hurt your head. Sometimes it rains iguanas, other times it rains treasure. Yeah, welcome to Earth. It all came from an undiscovered...
I see that bow. I know what's going on, bro. I know what's going on.
Treasure trove that was buried close by, and again, a storm lifted the newly exposed treasure into the sky. And then from there, it only had one place to go. Thank you, soil erosion. That's not bad. Imagine getting hit with a 16th century coin, though. That would leave a mark. You'd have to pay your medical bills using the coin that hit you. Wouldn't that be ironic? Number 5, golf balls. Speaking of painful circular things falling from the sky, here we go. Heading over to Florida, of course. September 1st, 1969, a rainstorm started to turn heads. and also make heads look down and run into buildings immediately. Sometimes large
Golf
hail
balls,
is described as golf balls. Well, this time it was literally raining golf balls. Dozens of golf balls fell from the sky, and we never figured out where they came from. Now, of course, being Florida, there's many golf courses around, so there's a few hints, sure, but none of them could officially claim the golf balls. The most realistic explanation is that a local pond had these piled up over time, and the storm, this water spout, just sucked up everything, probably alligators included, terrifying, and then just launched it around.
Imagine
town.
getting hit in the
They
head with a
bounced
golf ball.
48 minutes,
Like,
never stopped.
man?
Florida's western Gulf Coast,
Like,
or
bro,
like
what
the Gulf Coast. Hit that thumbs up. I tried really hard on that one. Number 4, 2021 rocket. Yeah, remember last year when a large piece of space junk was about to crash somewhere on Earth and we had no idea where it was gonna hit? Found that out over Twitter. I was like, ooh, rocket roulette. What does that mean? Well, where did it land? Well, at the time, this was one of the biggest pieces of human-made space junk to ever crash towards Earth. So, nice, new record, but also terrifying. They said it would land in New York or New Zealand. Okay, great, awesome. Thanks for the tip-off, space experts. Thanks, NASA. The debris came from the Long March 5B rocket and landed in the Indian Ocean, thankfully. Most of it burning up on re-entry. See, usually when rockets discard pieces, it's done so strategically, falling into the ocean, normally the Atlantic. This was not supposed to happen. We were not supposed to see that on Twitter. This wasn't supposed to be a maybe. Maybe it'll hit New York, maybe New Zealand. No, never again. It was like almost an Avengers level threat right there. You know what I mean? That was scary. Number 3, Hodges meteorite. These happen pretty often, but luckily, most of the time, it doesn't, you know, wipe out everybody and everything on our planet, like the dinosaurs. Sorry, guys. Thanks for taking one for the team. We appreciate it. Back in 1954, residents at Talladega County, Alabama, noticed a ball of fire heading towards them. Yeah, this was back when we didn't have Twitter and we couldn't warn people that a meteor was going to hit. We also really didn't know how to tell if meteorites were coming or, you know, going, so it was alarming, especially for Anne Elizabeth Hodges, who got hit by said space rock. Yeah, that ball of fire hit her. Now you may be asking, was she outside stargazing? Was she doing a cosmic ritual? No, she was napping in her living room, and then an 8-pound chunk of meteorite smashed through her roof and then grazed her hip. Yeah, she got grazed by a meteorite and only received a bruise. First human to ever get hit by a meteorite. What a flex that is.
Crazy.
Also, glad you're okay. I thought orange hockey balls hurt growing up. A meteorite? Jesus, Chris. Imagine that. I don't know, the orange hockey balls did suck though.
I'm gonna keep that.
No, we'd even make a sound too. It'd just be like, oh. It's made of like glass. What is it? Number 2, iguanas. Okay, we're immediately dipping back into the weird side of this list.
Please,
of course,
bro, please
gotta finish on a
iguana.
Back in 2018, Florida got another odd headline. This time it was frozen iguanas that were falling from the skies. Frozen iguanas. I couldn't think of anything more strange. They got hit with their first huge snowfall in 28 years, so these cold-blooded dudes started to fall from suburban tree branches from above, right? People were just walking to get groceries and iguanas are freezing and falling off in front of them. The craziest thing is, though, is that they're just paralyzed, that they later will come back to life. Officials were calling for residents to not touch them or pick them up. Just gotta wait this one out. Yeah, sorry, I can't make it to work, boss. There's a frozen iguana on the roof of my car, so gotta work from home, I guess, until he thaws. Number 1, go fast. Okay, a bit more modern now. This one was trending recently, but it was originally recorded back in 2015. It was part of that big alien leak that we got to witness over the pandemic, which also, side note, that was fun. Middle of a pandemic, the news is also like, hey, UFOs, maybe, we don't know. What you're seeing here is an FA-18 Super Hornet following a UAP. Yeah, we don't call them UFOs anymore. That's so 2000s. That's so M. Night Shyamalan to call them UFOs. No, now they're UAPs. And a US Navy personnel caught this UAP flying alongside the East Coast.
So what UAP
there was no exhaust, no wings, just a really fast flying egg. Nice. A 45-foot long egg, 20,000 feet above the Atlantic, then flew away. And we haven't seen it since. Leave out that. What the f? No. There we go. I've been your host, Taylor McWaters, and we'll see you next time. A most amazing time.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nigga, spiders are falling from the sky, nigga. Iguanas, nigga. The day I see that golf ball, the day I see that, bro, I might just lose my fucking mind, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy, though. But hopefully you guys like the video, man. And yo, bro. See y'all tomorrow, man.